believe a state has the right to nullify a federal law?
This is a really good question, because we're going to see as I understand it, a number of states are going to test the passage of the new health care bill to see if the federal government can impose something on them that they don't agree with. So the courts are actually going to decide that at some point down the future. John C. Calhoun believed in the doctrine of nullification, that a state could nullify acts of the federal government that it disagreed with. It's a very, very difficult question. I'm not sure I have the right answer to that question. Whether a state should be able to, whether a state can nullify an action of the federal government is a legal question, and it's an open question with our Supreme Court. It's going to be tested with the health care.
I'm sure you're familiar with the Kilo Eminent Domain decision.
In Connecticut?
Yes. How do you feel about that? What would you like to do about it, and what can you do about it, or do you think this would be out of your hands?
The law, as I understand it, says that if the government takes property, they have to compensate the person whose property has been taken. I generally feel that the government is getting too big, and they're using eminent domain to take too many rights, property rights, away from the individual. So I feel that it's the individual's right to test whether the government's taking of a property has been reasonable or not.
And what can or will you do about it, or is it out of your hands?
It's a matter probably of having the right judges in there who have the judicial philosophy that believe that government should be limited and that their right to take property should not be unlimited. So it's a matter of getting the right judges in there to interpret the laws.
Going forward, what do you believe our policy should be on the war on terror?
First of all, we should keep Guantanamo Bay open. We should treat captured terrorists as enemy combatants and be able to hold them indefinitely until the war on terror is over. I consider them prisoners of war or enemy combatants, not simply common criminals. We have to ensure that our borders are safe. We have to take whatever steps we see are necessary to stop terrorists from attacking us. I basically take a position of being tough on terrorists.
Will you campaign on repealing the recently passed health care legislation?
Yes, I would. I'm not sure in the realm of practical politics whether it would be possible to repeal it until we have a different president, because we would have to have a 2/3 majority to override his veto. So if we can get that many Republicans in, or that many conservatives in at one time, that would be great. As a practical matter, I think it's going to have to be, we're going to have to wait until there's a change in the White House.
How do you think the federal government should handle illegal immigration?
People who are here illegally should be deported, number one. And some people think that's a tough stand, but I really feel that it's necessary to stabilize the country. Furthermore, it's not fair to the people who have actually come here legally and jumped through all the hoops to get citizenship. It's not fair for us to grant some kind of amnesty to people who are here illegally. I think it's unfair to the people who have done things right and obeyed the law. So we have to secure the borders. We have to deport people who are here illegally. We have to set up some kind of a system of work visas so that people can come into the country and work and pay taxes and do all those things. And if there is a period of time where they have paid their taxes, worked, obeyed the law, then some kind of entry into citizenship should be granted to them. So I would look at it, there's several parts, several pieces to the puzzle, and those are 3 or 4 of the pieces that I think are